They're morally tainted. I mean, there's just no question about that. You can't say he's a racist and what he said was textbook racism, but I support him because he's the nominee of my party.
Wow. That's ABC News political commentator and Hillary Clinton fan, Cokie Roberts, talking about Donald Trump supporters. But could this media bias against Trump actually influence the polls on Election Day in the opposite way that they've been telling us, and end up being a big reason behind a Trump win? Joining me now, Vanderbilt University professor of political science and law, Carol Swain. Good evening, Professor. It is very good to have you on the show. You know, when I heard Cokie Roberts say that, I was stunned. I mean, everyone knows that Donald's my friend, that I support him. But to hear someone who works for ABC and PBS say that if I support him, I am morally tainted, is shocking from the mainstream media. Now, we've heard from PBS and from, I think, some of the other mainstream outlets that, you know, it's not just the less educated. They're calling them the low information voters. I mean, there's so much editorializing. Is that the way it's supposed to be?
Well, it's certainly not the way it's supposed to be, and it's also absolutely wrong according to the data. During the spring, The Economist published a poll that showed that 43% of the Trump supporters had college degrees, and as far as the ones that have low levels of education, high school degrees or less, that's only 16% of the Republican base and a fifth of the Trump supporters. And so it's really misinformation. I think Mr. Trump draws from all sectors of society, including women. During the primaries, he never got less than 25% of the female vote in those states where he won.
Are the Democrats relying on a self-fulfilling prophecy where if you say something long enough, people not only believe it, but they follow it?
Well, I think it's that Saul Alinsky strategy of using ridicule to embarrass people. And so they have set up a situation where there are people that are supporting Donald Trump, but they're afraid to share that information. And I have met so many people, and this is anecdotal data, I've met so many people that are Democrats or highly educated colleagues that tell me that they whisper that they're going to vote for Donald Trump. And I know that for myself, I am a Trump supporter now.
But you've been a Democrat.
As a Trump supporter. But, I mean, I had to really think about it. You know, I'm educated, so I'm supposed to support someone, you know, that according to the media and within the Republican Party, it was assumed that, of course, you would support either Ted Cruz or Rubio or someone more acceptable. And I think that the Trump support is underestimated and that people are afraid to put bumper stickers on their cars and yard signs in their yards
so that
because
in the end,
they know.
We may be surprised at the election.